Today, you're going to discover the missing links in your time management system. They're going to take you from an amateur to a professional in productivity. Now, the reason why so many time management systems have failed you in the past is because they are set up for the average person to survive, right? So it's for the corporate worker who just wants to make sure they get done enough work so they don't get fired. But you're a high performer, and those systems are not going to be enough. So buying a book from somebody who has a job writing for a newspaper is not going to give you the systems that you need to scale your business. My name is Craig Ballantyne. I've helped over 250 entrepreneurs become millionaires, and I've written 3 books on productivity. And the best book is The Perfect Week Formula. It's the holistic approach to getting more done. And I've also created the Millionaire morning routine that, again, is not for the corporate worker, but it is for the person that wants to grow their business and, while making a ton more money, actually have a ton more free time for their family. So let's jump into the 10 commandments that, once you start following, will start making your success system so much smoother. Commandment number 1, you must stop having a long morning routine, and you must get up and get to work on your number 1 priority as soon as you can. When you attack the first things first with the greatest amount of discipline, willpower, and intention that you will have all day long, all of a sudden you will triple your productivity. This was the first discovery that I made as a broke, struggling personal trainer who was getting up at 10 to 5 in the morning, having a shower, taking the bus downtown Toronto, and training my clients at 6 in the morning. And I realized I didn't want to do that for the rest of my life. But I also realized that at the end of that day, after training clients from 6 a.m. to 11, then doing my own workout, and then training from 3 to 7 and coming home, trying to sit in front of the computer and work on my side hustle, it felt like I was sticking glass in my eyes. I was so tired. And I knew that something had to change. And that something that had to change was that I had to work on my number 1 priority in the morning, when I had that discipline, willpower, and intention. And that phrase, discipline, willpower, and intention, comes from a book by Daniel Pink. And the book is called When, the Scientifically Perfect Time of Doing Everything. And he says we have the greatest discipline, willpower, and intention first thing in the morning. And so if you give that away to fun activities like yoga, meditation, cold plunging, green juicing, all that sort of stuff, and you don't spend it on the hardest task, you won't have the discipline, willpower, and intention at 3 o'clock in the afternoon or 7 o'clock at night or 10 o'clock at night when you try and get around to your side hustle and you fail. So that's why that first commandment is so powerful. It is the key to your success. The second commandment is you must never hit snooze, because that tells your hopes and dreams that they can wait. And if you're a big dreamer, a big believer, a big thinker, you have a desire for big impact in your life, and you are waking up and then hitting snooze, breaking a promise that you made to yourself the night before, that's going to destroy your confidence. And if you think that a person who destroys their confidence, that's the first thing you do in the morning is destroy your confidence. If you think that is going to help you achieve your goals and dreams, you are sadly mistaken. So it's not that difficult to understand that you must keep the promise that you made, get up, and get after it. Because also on the physiological side, let alone the psychological side, but the physiological side is you get 10 minutes of crappy sleep that leaves you groggier than when you got up in the first place. Now, maybe if you hit snooze 5 or 6 times, you might get a little extra sleep, but then you'll have wasted a whole hour and you'll never get ahead. So never hit snooze. Third commandment, you must always take action and avoid procrastination, because success loves speed. If you are putting things off until later, you increase exponentially the difficulty of doing the activity, right? Something at 10 o'clock in the morning when you have greater discipline, willpower, and intention, it's difficult. But if you try and do that at 3 o'clock in the afternoon when you have more distractions, everybody's running around saying, do my work so that I can go home on time, or put out this fire that I created in the first place because I don't want to deal with it. Man, it's so much harder to do things as the day goes on. Now, it's sexy and cool to be a night owl. Oh yeah, I'm just going to work at midnight. Yeah, good luck doing that after you've had a couple of drinks, you've watched some Netflix, your partner wants to go to sleep or cuddle, and you're just going to go and work on your side business. Forget about it. It's not going to happen. You must take action early in the day and not let procrastination get in your way. Commandment number 4, you must get to bed on time and use the 10-3-2-1-0 formula for a great night's sleep. The reason why people hit snooze in the morning is not because they have no discipline. The reason why they hit snooze in the morning is because they went to bed too late the night before. It's the linchpin key habit for success. And so if you're staying up late binge watching Netflix, if you're drinking too much, even if you're reading a good book, an hour past your bedtime, you're not going to get up on time. So Make sure that you get to bed on time using the reverse alarm, which is an alarm that goes off an hour before bed that gets you to turn off all your electronics and wind down. And when you do that, you'll get to bed on time. Plus, if you stop caffeine 10 hours before bed, stop alcohol and heavy meals 3 hours before bed, stop all work 2 hours before bed, use that reverse alarm 1 hour before bed, and never hit snooze in the morning, you will be a machine for getting great nights of sleep and a machine at productivity in the morning. Commandment number 5. You must stop scrolling because it steals your time. Every single minute you spend scrolling Instagram or reading email newsletters from some strangers that you'll never meet, you are stealing minutes and moments from your kids, from your partner, from your spouse, from your health, from going to the gym, from changing your life. Scrolling is to waste your time, and time is the most valuable currency. So cut it out. Commandment number 6, you must plan today for tomorrow. You must have your to-do list done tonight, because if you're doing your to-do list in the morning, it's already too late. You're using that time of day when you have the greatest discipline, willpower, and intention. Say it with me now. Discipline, willpower, and intention is first thing in the morning. And you are giving it to figuring out what you are doing with your day? Come on. That is a horrible time management sin. So plan tomorrow, tonight. That is the fastest way for you to get ahead. Number 7. You must create a not to-do list. A not to-do list is a protection from your vices, like drinking too much on school nights, on work nights, like pulling your phone out in front of your kids and being on it and not being present with them. You should have very strict boundaries about the actions that you take, knowing what destroys your time. So if the phone destroys your time, build systems to keep it out of your hands. If being in your email destroys your time, make sure that you have boundaries, that you're only in your email at certain times. For your phone, you can use an app like Opal or OneSec. That's an Android app. Opal is an iPhone app that will block you from being on social media. It is a game changer because it gives you the self-control that you cannot have yourself. So it's the control that will set you free. Commandment number 8, you must destroy your distractions and have 2 solutions for every obstacle in your life. So distractions, your phone. Put it in another room when you're working on something important. I know I'm successful when I forget where my phone is. That means that I am not being distracted by the social media, the bings, the buzzes, all the stuff that can go with your phone that will distract you. I know that I'm going to be successful when I don't know where it is because I've eliminated that distraction. It's key. And the same goes with the distractions of Netflix at night or alcohol at night. You must destroy those things when you need to be productive the next morning. Commandment number 9, you must batch and block your work and reduce transition time because that leads to death by 1,000 cuts. What I mean is you shouldn't have a calendar that looks like a rainbow was put in a blender, right? Like it's an orange line of 20 minutes, a purple line of 20 minutes, a green line of 20 minutes, a yellow line of 30 minutes, a blue line of 23 minutes. When I see people's calendars like that, I know they're not going to be successful because each time you change activities, you have what's called a transition time. That transition time is a waste of time. It's like when you're getting ready to do a podcast. Well, it takes 5 minutes to set up your mic and make sure your camera is ready. And if you're a woman, you have to do your makeup. And then if after that podcast, you're going to go back to doing some creative work. And then an hour later, you have another meeting. So you got to set everything up again. That's death by 1,000 cuts. Because each hour-long podcast is really 2 hours, including the preparation and the wind-down time and the time to get back into the other activity. So make sure you block and batch your times. All podcasts in a row, all meetings in a row, and then you open up big blocks for creative time so that if you're a lawyer, you work on important cases. If you're an author, you write your books. If you're a copywriter, you write your sales copy. And it's that batching and blocking that will get you ahead. Because 1 3-hour block of work on a single task with a 10-minute break in there is exponentially more effective than 3 1-hour blocks because of the transition time. It's death by 1,000 cuts to your time management when you have too many transitions. Commandment number 10, you must have strong cutoff times and hard boundaries for your meetings, your calls, and your workday so that you separate your work life from your home life and don't let one bleed into another so that you have peace and freedom. The structure in your day is what will give you freedom at night. You control what you can in the morning and you concentrate on what counts in your free time. And it's only through hard boundaries and hard cutoffs by separating the two that you will finally be free. Those are the 10 commandments of time management. Now, you don't have to memorize them. And when I was a kid and went to church, I had to memorize the 10 commandments. You don't have to memorize these 10 millionaire time management commandments. Just print them out, keep them by your desk, and adhere to them every single day. And it will set you free. Financially free, because you'll start to make more money and increase your income. And it will set you time free, giving you more time to be present with your family, improve your health, and do all the things that you've worked so hard and earned the right to do. I absolutely love increasing your productivity. It's what I was put here on this earth to do. So take these time management commandments and put them into place today. Drop me a comment down below and let me know which one was your favorite, which one helped the most, and how this is going to help you. And hit me up on Instagram at realcraigballantyne, or email me at craig@craigballantyne.com if you want my time management millionaire training.